explain why Dominguez won the last game in the tournament against Kamsky, and our congratulations on the victory. And okay, it seemed like the position was probably theoretical, but still without one tempo for white. I don't know, probably you can tell us more about the opening. It seems Gata was thinking a lot.
Yes, it's some anti-martial. I thought that yes, white is playing first d3 and then d4 seems like it's losing the tempo, but in fact it's quite normal position. I think white has some good chances to fight for advantage. I think what Gata did was very principled. This c takes d4 and then d5. Because otherwise white is simply slightly better, I think. But after this, just d5, then knight takes e5, d4, b3. I thought that it was very important that I have b3 and bishop b2 just in time, because it seems that now he can play bishop b4. And if I go rook e2, then bishop c3, but then I can play rook e3. This was instead of rook e2. This was one of the points, I think. And if knight d5 now, which seems to win, in fact, I think it's very dangerous because of queen h5 here. And yes, some strong attack, I think. So after this, okay, he played knight c6 instead of bishop b4, which was logical. Then bishop b2, knight b4, bishop b1, rook c8, a3, and then I think he had to play. Okay, also another way to play was knight d3, which I was not sure that because it's sacrifice a pawn, but gets a lot of activity. Knight takes d3, ed, rook e8, queen e8, bishop d3, and queen c6. And I think with bishop on d3, because otherwise maybe queen e1 check. Yeah, bishop d3 I thought, and yeah, queen c6, something like this, some compensation, but white is of course a bit better with this pawn, even if it's not so clear. But I think knight c6, but he played this also possible, only that it gives white many options. I was also considering to play knight g4 here, or even b4 immediately, but finally I went for knight takes e4, which was also the most logical, I think. And after knight takes e5, knight takes f6, I was expecting gf6. d5, and then queen d1. Rook d1 and f e5, bishop f5, something like this. White is clear that white is better, but I'm not sure if it will be enough. But he played queen f6. I thought that this is good for me because okay, now it's a pawn and it's not clear what black has. So d6, d5, queen e6, and b4. And I think he just blundered here with rook c4 instead of queen g5. Then I would go bishop b4. I think. Yes, I mean it's not so easy, but it's a pawn, yeah. So, but queen g4 also possible. Yeah, but even I mean queen e6 is also good. I mean normal move, but after b4 I think he has to go something like rook e d8 and rook e d8 and. Yeah, then some queen e2, or I can also play queen g4 and try to hold this position. Of course, white is much better, and I can play many moves, but it's still chances. After rook c4, then queen d3, this g6, bishop a2. Then it's suddenly over because after queen c6, I have queen g3.
This was the idea.
Yes.
Queen c6.
I have queen g3, and if he moves the rook, then some e6 will be just winning. So I think after this it was pretty over.
And okay, the game finished after a few moves. And actually, okay, my question is, how do you estimate this tournament and you like maybe to start it again, I mean, after such a victory?
Yes, I mean, obviously it was going very bad for me, but at least I got to win the last round, which is always nice. Even for me, in this, of course, terrible tournament, I would much prefer to not to win this last round, but also not to lose so many games. But anyway, just happy that I managed to at least finally win a game. Yes.
And in general, I think it's not easy to win any game here. I mean, even in London, you also showed that there were many draws, but okay, to win the game, what do you think is the main idea? Your opponent should blunder something, or I don't know.
No, I mean, it's of course it's not so easy to win. I mean, everywhere it's very tough tournament. Everyone is fighting, and I think the main point is just to keep playing well, because at some point you will have some chances, yeah, and don't try to exploit these chances. But unfortunately for me in this tournament, it didn't work quite well.
At least white pieces finally worked. I mean,
yes.
So
yes.
This was a main problem. And what impressions did you get here in Uzbekistan? Which impressions you bring with you at home after you visit this tournament?
Okay, in general, of course, because everything depends on the result, I will not forget with, I mean, I will not remember this tournament with great pleasure, but apart from chess, I mean, besides chess, I had a good time here, and I was able to know a little bit about the city and to walk around, and it was nice, yes.
Thank you. And есть вопросы?
Насколько популярна шахматы в Кубе?
How much is popular in Cuba?
It's actually quite popular. I would say that after maybe baseball, which is most important sport in Cuba, then I think chess is one of the most popular. I mean, people are following all the main tournaments, especially when me or Brusson or some other Cuban player is playing, and it's yeah, it's very nice.
Или переведу, значит, шахмат очень популярна в Кубе, после бейсбола, пожалуй, самая популярная игра, и местные жители, кажется, смотрят и наблюдают за турнирными партиями, которые играются именно кубинскими игроками. And actually there are so many changes in Cuba right now, I mean, political changes, and do you feel some changes in chess, I mean, or attitude to chess in your country?
I don't think so. I mean, I would say it's probably the same. I think we were. It was a very important moment in this 2002, 2003 when we were getting a lot of support, and with these big simul's in La Habana and in Santa Clara in 2002 and in 2004. And I think this was the turning point when chess became more popular, and it's so far it's like this.
And actually, I think now it's not so many years past since it's allowed to have internet, I mean, everywhere. Am I right? I mean, did people start to follow chess through internet?
Yes, I think more or less a lot of people are following. I mean, maybe from their works or some way they find to follow the games, because I read in the news every day, and everybody's
it's everyday news.
they know what is going on here, for example, or in London or everywhere. So it's quite popular.
So you mean the main newspapers are publishing every day, updating your results?
Yeah, it's more or less every day. Yes.
Okay, so and another question, I mean, do people recognize you in the streets, I mean, when you come back to Cuba?
It happens very often. Yeah.
So I mean, like, I don't know, a local hero or something? Like, for example, in Armenia, everyone knows Olympic team, and let's say when they meet them, they ask questions, they follow the games, of course. So is it more or less the same in Cuba?
Yes, I don't know if it's so much like in Armenia, because I also heard that they're very popular in Armenia, but in Cuba it also happens that people will ask you about why didn't you play this move in a game against, I don't know, some player, and they know what is going on, and it's as I say, it's very popular.
Thank you. Есть еще
Если ладья сыграет черный red, белый.
Yes, then I think e6 was it's close to winning. So, okay, it's completely winning. In fact, I could also play rook c1 first, and then e6 will come anyway. But
Можно пойти еще ладья c1 и e6 потом сыграть. То есть, ну, e6 тоже, видимо, достаточно для того, чтобы выиграть на g6.
И еще как бы последний вопрос. Сожалеет ли он, как бы, что турнир кончился? Потому что как бы он на волне сейчас выиграл.
Я спросила вопрос, он говорит, что, конечно, ну, если все, собственно, то когда могло начаться, и как бы он предпочитал бы не играть так плохо в предыдущий тур, но не выиграть в последнем.
Анастасия, просто впечатление, он первым кружом в Ташкент. Какое впечатление уходит из Ташкента?
Да, тоже ответили по-английски. Я, соответственно, I'm translating what you have said before now to Russian. Он ответил, что была возможность не только поиграть в шахматы, но и посмотреть город. В принципе, как бы впечатления хорошие остались. Вот, вот так вот ответил. And actually, okay, the question again was about your impressions because you are first time in Tashkent. And actually, I know that you're going to stay 2 days more here. Are you planning to visit something like that?
well, I mean, we have some problems to solve with because my second is he needs to solve some visa issues for Madrid. But if we have time, of course, I will try to visit some places.
Maybe you have more time actually. I mean, if the problem will be not solved so easily. So maybe you.
Yes, maybe we'll have a week or 2 weeks more.
Просто он сказал, что здесь есть проблема у его секунданта с паспортом, и поэтому они ждут на самом деле получения визы. Ну, как бы я пошутила, что, возможно, им удастся остаться еще на дольше и увидеть Ташкент лучше, Узбекистан. Я говорю, ну да, может так и получится, что неделю-две еще задержимся в итоге. Вот, так что будет возможность такая. Есть ли еще вопросы? Пожалуйста.
Узбекский блюдо пробовали?
Which national food have you tried here and did you like it?
Well, I don't remember the names, but actually, because I came a week before the tournament, I also had a lot of time before the tournament, and I remember that Mr. Hussan took us to some place to eat some national food, and it was just very nice. I liked it very much.
То есть, в принципе, он приехал еще неделю до турнира, и у него была возможность познакомиться с местной кухней, и вот президент, организатор этого турнира Сантус-Дали повел какие-то рестораны, и, в принципе, ему очень понравилось. Но название он не помнит просто уже. Спасибо. Есть ли еще вопросы? Вопросов больше нет. Спасибо. So thank you very much for coming forward.